So now we are going to discuss this dihybrid cross in detail. Now these are the parental plants. The parental plants are pure plants. They are double homozygous parental plants. We have taken a parental plant which is yellow colored round seeded, and the other parental plant is green colored wrinkle seeded. A cross is made between yellow round seeded parental plant with green wrinkle seeded parental plant. These parental plants produce gametes. That means there is segregation of gametes. Segregation of the genes responsible for the color of the seed and the shape of the seed are segregated independently. And these gametes of both the parental plants fuse to form offspring of F1 generation. Offspring of F1 generation, and all the offspring of F1 generation are found to be double heterozygous, double dominant. Now this double heterozygous, double dominant F1 offspring produce 4 different types of gametes. One is capital Y, capital R gametes. Second is capital Y, small r gametes. Third is small y, capital R gametes. And fourth is small y, small r gametes. So 4 different types of gametes are produced in dihybrid cross. And gametic union takes place and results in offspring of F2 generation. 16 offspring of F2 generation. Second filial generation. 16 offspring of F2 generation. Now we have 16 offspring of F2 generation. Now let us analyze this Punnett square board or Punnett checkerboard and try to get the dihybrid phenotypic ratio and dihybrid genotypic ratio. Now let us analyze this first. What is the genetic constitution of the first capital Y, capital R, capital R. I have taken this. Capital Y, capital R. That means these are the plants with yellow round seeded. Yellow round seeded, whose genetic makeup is like this. Yellow round seeded. How are you going to read this? We are going to read this as double homozygous, watch this, Homozygous condition, homozygous. Double homozygous, both are dominant characters expressed, therefore double dominant. Double homozygous or double dominant. So far we have seen one case here. Then second, its genetic makeup is capital Y, capital Y, capital Y, capital Y, capital R, small r. Still it is yellow round. Yellow round. So far we got one plant of this pattern. How can you read this? This is double dominant. Yellow is the dominant, round is dominant. Double dominant, but it is not a double homozygous, it is only single homozygous. This is only homozygous, this is heterozygous. Therefore it is, you can write single homozygous or single heterozygous, both are the same. Single homozygous, or you can write single heterozygous also. This is only heterozygous. Single homozygous, double dominant. Double dominant. So far we got one of this pattern. Now let us examine the third. The third is capital Y, small y, capital R, capital R. Still it is yellow round seated. Yellow round seated. It is also double dominant. Yellow is the dominant, round is also dominant. It is also single homozygous. This is only homozygous. Therefore, this case is also single homozygous. Single homozygous. Single homozygous, double dominant. Single homozygous or double dominant. Now fourth case is capital Y, small y, capital R, small r. Capital Y, small y, capital R, small r. How are you going to read this? It is double dominant. Of course, yellow dominant, round is also dominant. Double dominant and double heterozygous. Therefore, it is double heterozygous, double heterozygous, double dominant. Double heterozygous, double dominant. Now let us examine the second row. In second row we have capital Y, capital Y, capital R, small r, capital Y, capital R, small r. This condition, this genetic makeup is already seen. Capital Y, capital R, small r. Genetic makeup is already seen. Capital Y, capital R, small r. Therefore, it is the second so far. Second one so far. And the next is It is capital Y, that is yellow, smaller. Smaller refers to wrinkled. Therefore, we got a different character, that is yellow, wrinkled seeded plant. Yellow wrinkled seeded. So far it is a 1. It is also homozygous, double homozygous, but single dominant. Yellow is the dominant and wrinkled is the recessive. So it is a double homozygous, single dominant. Double homozygous, only yellow is the dominant here, wrinkled is the recessive, therefore it is single dominant. Now let us work out this. Capital Y, small y, capital R, small r. This genetic makeup is already seen here. Capital Y, small y, capital R, smaller. Capital Y, small y, capital R, smaller. You watch this. Both are the same in genetic makeup. Therefore, this is the second one. It is also double heterozygous and double dominant, yellow round. Now observe the fourth case. Next case is with the genetic makeup capital Y, small y, small r. Capital Y, small y, small r. It is still yellow wrinkled. 1. The genetic makeup of these two is different. Remember, but phenotypic expression is the same. For this, the phenotypic expression is capital Y. Genotypic expression is capital Y, small r. It is yellow wrinkled. Observe this case. It is capital Y, small y, yellow, small r, wrinkled. Phenotypically both are similar here, but genotypically different. You observe this. Therefore, this is also single homozygous. There is only one homozygous character. Single homozygous and single dominant. Single homozygous, single dominant. Now we will analyze the third row. It is capital Y, small y, capital R. Capital Y, small y, capital R. Such genetic makeup is already seen here. Capital Y, small y, capital R. This is the second so far. Then next is, observe this, capital Y, small y, capital R, small r. That means it is double heterozygous, double dominant. Therefore, we will put one more here. Now, the next case, it is small y, capital R. small y, capital Y, capital Y or capital Y, small y represents yellow. Small y represents green. Therefore, these are green round seeded. Green round seeded. In this case, it is double homozygous, and one is a dominant. This is recessive, this is the dominant. Therefore, it is double homozygous. Single dominant. Single dominant. Now observe the next case. The next case is again it is small y, that is a green round seeded, capital R, small r. Green round seeded, so we got one of this pattern. How can you read this? It is single homozygous. This alone is homozygous. This is a heterozygous. Therefore, it is single homozygous, or you can say single heterozygous. Single homozygous. This is a single homozygous, single dominant. Single dominant. Single homozygous and single dominant. Now analyze the last row. It is capital Y, capital R, small r. Such genetic makeup is seen here. Capital Y, capital R, small r. Therefore, it is the fourth. Then next is capital Y, small r, small r. Capital Y, small r. That means it is yellow, wrinkled. Such a condition is seen here. Capital Y, small r, small r. Then the third case here is small y, capital R, small r. That is, it is green round. Small y, capital R, small r. Green round. And finally, it is small y, small r. That is green wrinkled. What is its genetic makeup? Genetic makeup is small y, small r. It is a green wrinkled. It is double homozygous, double recessive. Both are recessive characters. Therefore, it is double homozygous, double recessive. Double homozygous, double recessive. 1. That means the yellow round seeded condition is seen in how many cases? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That means yellow rounded seeded plants in F2 generation are 9 out of 16. Totally we have 16 plants. So 9 out of 16. And yellow wrinkle seeded 1, 2, 3. It is 3 out of 16. 3 out of 16. Then green round seeded 1, 2, 3. It is also 3 out of 16. And green wrinkled seeded, it is 1 out of 16. So yellow round seeded plants are 9 out of 16. Yellow wrinkled seeded plants are 3 out of 16. Green round seeded plants are 3 out of 16. And green wrinkled seeded plants are 1 out of 16. This 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1 ratio is called the phenotypic ratio of dihybrid cross. The phenotypic ratio of dihybrid cross is 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1. 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1. సరే తర్వాత రీడ్ చేసుకుంటారు కదా కొన్ని. ఈ రబ్బింగ్ అంతా రీడ్ చేస్తా ఉన్నాను. So the phenotypic ratio of dihybrid cross is found to be 9. 9 are yellow round seeded plants is to 3 are yellow wrinkled seeded plants is to 3 are green round seeded plants and is to 1, that is green wrinkled seeded plants. So the phenotypic ratio of dihybrid cross is 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1. If we think in terms of proportionality, the yellow round seeded plants are 9 out of 16. 9 out of 16. Therefore, it is a 9 by 16. And yellow wrinkled seeded plants, they are 3 out of 16. These are the proportionalities. 3 by 16. And green round seeded plants are also 3 out of 16. And green wrinkled seeded plant is only 1 out of 16. So these are the proportionalities in dihybrid cross F2 generation. If you want to calculate the percentages percentage of yellow round seeded plants, yellow round seeded, plants of F2 generation, it is 9 by 16 into 100. 9 by 16 into 100. It is 4 4s 16, 4 25s. 4 4 16 and 4 25s. It is 25 into 9. 25 into 9 is 225. 225 by 4. So 225 by 4 means 225 by 4 means it is 4 5s 20, 2 5 4 6 24, 1, put point here, 0, 4 2s 8, 2 0 4 5s. Therefore, the percentage of yellow round seeded plants in F2 generation is 56.25%. 56.25%. And similarly, the percentage of yellow wrinkle seeded plants, yellow wrinkle seeded plants in F2 generation, it is 3 out of 16. Therefore, it is 3 by 16 into 100. Once again, it is 4 4s, 4 25s, and 25 3s is 75. It is 75 divided by 4. So it is 4 1s are 4, 3 5. 3 5. Then it is 4 8s 32. 4 8s 32. It is 3 0. Point here. Then it is 4 7s 28. 2 0 and 4 5s 20. That is 18.75% are yellow wrinkle seeded. And similarly, the percentage of green round seeded, we are analyzing the phenotypic ratio of dihybrid cross. Remember, green round seeded plants in F2 generation, it is also 3 out of 16. Therefore, its percentage is also 18.75%. Whereas the percentage of green wrinkle seeded plants, green wrinkle seeded plants, percentage of green wrinkle seeded plants is, it is only 1 out of 16. Therefore, it is 1 by 16 into 100. 1 by 16 into 100 means it is once again 4 4s 16, 4 25s. Therefore, it is 4 6 are 24, 6.25. If you sum up all this, it should come for 100%. 5, 10, 15, 20, 2, 4, 4 plus 7 is 11, 11 plus 7, 18, 18 plus 2, 20. 6, 2 plus 6, 8, 16, 16 plus 8 is 24, 24 plus 6 is 30. Three, 4, 5, 5 plus 5, 10, therefore 100%. So the percentage of yellow round seeded plants in F2 generation is 56.25. The percentage of yellow wrinkle seeded plants is 18.75. The percentage of green round seeded plants is also 18.75, and the percentage of green wrinkle seeded plants is only 6.25%.
సార్ కొంచెం మాట్లాడగలుగుతారు.
Now when we analyze the dihybrid cross phenotypic ratio, 9 plants in F2 generation are found to be yellow brown seeded. Even the parental plants are also yellow round seeded. We have taken parental plants which are yellow round seeded. Therefore, these 9 plants yellow round seeded plants, they are non-recombinants. Non-recombinants. Because they resemble one parental plant phenotypically. Yellow round seeded parental plant. So these are non-recombinants. Now observe the last case. One is green wrinkled. We have selected one parental plant as a green wrinkled. Therefore, this one plant is also a non-recombinant. And what about these 3? The 3 plants are yellow wrinkle seeded. Yellow wrinkle seeded condition is not seen in parental plant, in one parental plant. Therefore, yellow wrinkle seeded condition is recombinant condition. So these 3 are recombinants. And similarly, green round seeded condition is not seen in one parental plant. Therefore, green round seeded condition is also recombinant condition. So these are also recombinants. That means in Mendelian dihybrid cross F2 generation, the total number of non-recombinants 10. The total number of recombinants, that is 3 plus 3, that is equal to 6. Therefore, the ratio of non-recombinants to recombinants, the ratio of non-recombinants to recombinants in dihybrid class F2 generation is 10:6, that is equal to 5:3. 2 5s 10 and 2 3 6. 5:3. If you take proportionality of non-recombinants, how many of them are non-recombinants? 10 out of 16, it is a 10/16. The proportionality of non-recombinants is a 10/16, or it is 5/8. 2 5s 2 8s. So 10/16 or 5/8. Therefore, the percentage of non-recombinants is, it is 5/8 into 100, that is equal to 500/8. 500/8. What is a 500/8? 500/8 is 8 6 48. 8 6 48. It is 20. 8 2s are 16. 4 is the remainder, and 8 5s 40. That is 62.5%. 62.5% are the non-recombinant percentage. Similarly, the proportionality of recombinants. How many of them are recombinants? 6. 6 out of 16. Or you can write 3/8. 2 3s 2 8. And therefore the percentage of recombinants is, I will take 3/8 into 100, that is equal to 300/8. The 300/8 means it is 300/8. It is 8 3s 24. It is 60. Then 8 7s 56. It is 37.5. If you sum up, it becomes again 100%. So this is the proportionality of non-recombinants and the percentage. and this is the proportionality of recombinants and the percentage. So this is how we have analyzed the phenotypic ratio of dihybrid cross of F2 generation. The phenotypic ratio of dihybrid cross of F2 generation. Now let me analyze the genotypic ratio of dihybrid cross F2 generation. Dihybrid cross F2 generation. Now observe this table. Capital Y, capital Y, capital R condition is seen in one plant of F2 generation, and second genotypic condition is seen in two plants. The third genotypic condition is also seen in two plants, and the fourth genotypic condition is seen in four plants, and the fifth genotypic condition, you observe this genotypic condition, it is seen in one plant, and sixth genotypic condition is seen in two plants. The seventh genotypic condition is seen in one plant. The eighth genotypic condition in two plants, and the ninth genotypic condition is seen in one plant. So what is the genotypic ratio of dihybrid cross? It is a 1:2:2:4, 1:2:1, 2:1. The total should be 16. 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 4, 9, plus 1, 10, plus 2, 12, plus 1, 13, plus 2, 15, plus 1, 16. So total number should be 16 plants in F2 generation. That you have to check. And second is, there should be 9 genotypic forms. 9 genotypic forms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 9 genotypic forms. So even if you observe like this, there are 9 genotypic forms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 9 genotypic forms. Number of genotypic forms. Genotypic forms in F2 generation of dihybrid cross means 9. Number of genotypic forms is 9, and genotypic ratio is this: 1:2, 2:4, 1:2:1, 1:2:1. Now let us examine what is monohybrid cross. Monohybrid cross. Phenotypic ratio. And monohybrid cross genotypic ratio. The monohybrid cross phenotypic ratio is 3:1. We have studied. And the monohybrid cross genotypic ratio is 1:2:1. Now, dihybrid cross phenotypic ratio. You know that the dihybrid cross phenotypic ratio is 9:3:3:1. And let me check up. The dihybrid cross is, it is 3:1:3:1. Two monohybrid cross ratios is a dihybrid cross ratio. What is a 3:3? 3:3 is 9. 3:1 is 3. 1:3 is 3. 1:1 is also 1. Therefore, it is a 9:3:1. And similarly, for monohybrid cross genotypic ratio is a 1:2:1. Therefore, for dihybrid cross genotypic ratio means it is 1:2:1 into 1:2:1. So it is 1:2:1 obviously for first, and for second 2 ones 2, 2 twos 4, 2 ones 2, and for the third once again it is 1:2:1. There is a, you cross check, there is no hard and fast rule that you should get the genotypic ratio in this sequence only, but you should take care that there should be 4 genotypes with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 genotypes with 2, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and therefore there should be only one genotype with 4. That you have to check. Even in this case also, there are 4 genotypes with 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a cross checking. And there are 4 genotypes with 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and there is only one genotype which are 4. So this is the genotypic ratio of a typical Mendelian dihybrid cross F2 generation. You can express the genotypic ratio either in this form or in this form.